This summer, Loki faces his greatest threat, bureaucracy. Even I'm terrified. So let's talk about for, I don't know, 10 minutes, the new Loki trailer, because it looked fantastic. Also, I just like to run my mouth lately. Rawr. So if you haven't watched the newest trailer for the Disney Plus live-action MCU TV series, Loki, stop what you're doing and go watch it. Seriously, it's like everywhere on YouTube right now. I mean, you could go probably to Twitter even and find the entire trailer. And after you're done watching it, don't come back here. This is a terrible place. I wish I could leave. This trailer felt like one for a movie and not for a TV series, so damn, Disney, you are really spoiling us lately, which is obviously to just blind us to the fact that their evil plot is getting further and further, and by the time we realize what's going on, they're going to dominate our world. I'm so happy to see Owen Wilson again and just killing it. Ooh, I shouldn't have used that because I know he went through a dark time and tried to kill himself. He looks fantastic in this trailer, and I gotta re-record that or something. I am gonna get crucified on the internet. I think Tom Hiddleston and him have great chemistry, though in fairness, Tom has great chemistry with everyone, except for Taylor Swift. Zero chemistry there. That was just weird. Now, I know they already said it in the trailer, but in case you're wondering, the TVA is the Time Variance Authority, and they just make sure all the timelines, the multiverse timelines, they're kept in order, and there's no one just sticking their dick in it all the time, which I feel like if they were in the DC verse, they would be slapping around the Flash constantly because he likes to stick his dick in the timeline. Where it doesn't belong, Barry! I'm sure they absolutely love Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, which is coming out very soon. Sure, they just fucking love that guy after that movie. And I get why they're mad at Loki. The dude stole an Infinity Stone and created an offshoot timeline, which actually fractured it quite a bit, so he's kind of high up on their shit list. And keep in mind, this isn't the good Loki, or not exactly good, but the one that had his mom die, the one that saw his brother grieve for his death, who bonded with his brother more. No, this is the I want to conquer the earth Loki. This is the one we're getting. And I know we've already seen previews of him being shown his future in the main timeline, that if he would have stayed in, he would have experienced it, but seeing something and experiencing it is very different. So I wonder what his D&D alignment is going to be for this series and how it will change as it goes on. But here's my question watching the trailer. Why aren't they all up Steve's ass? I mean, he created his own timeline when he decided to return the Infinity Stones and then spend his life with Peggy. I mean, the MCU god Kevin Feige confirmed that. Yeah, it's a different timeline. It's not part of the main one. Steve created a new one. So why weren't they all pissy with him and putting him in a sexy jumpsuit? I mean, I guess because he put the stones back exactly where they were supposed to be? They were like, okay, good enough, just grow old with your hoe? I don't know. I mean, maybe we do get a cameo in this series of them being like, Steve, no, this is a one-time thing. If you do this again, we're gonna fuck you up, okay? Okay. Ooh, moving on, how many Skrulls do you think are going to be in this series? Because we saw one in the trailer, but they could be anywhere. I love that Loki is not only using his favorite knives, because he really likes to stab people in the back, though he's promised he will never do it again, and he's also using his illusions, but we saw him using motherfucking magic in this trailer, which we, know he has other abilities. I mean, we've seen him use other abilities, but the fact that magic is going to be more prominent in this series, it's very sweet, especially since his mommy already scolded him, like, come on, I taught y'all this shit. I'm also excited to see all the fractured timelines or the timeline split-offs that he created. I feel like the series is going to kind of be like, of course, just focused on Loki, but like the MCU animated What If series that's coming out this summer, it's going to be the live-action version of that, but again, focused on Loki. I mean, I just can't wait to see him jumping into different timelines where Loki is a woman, where Loki is a king, where Loki succeeded on his taking over of Earth. There's just so many variants and timelines that are going to be so much fun to see. I mean, the fact that he's variant 𝐿1130 means there are a shit ton of other Loki variants, and if we can just see a fraction of that, I will die a happy elderly woman. You probably noticed Roxxon Corporation was showed in the trailer. That's apparently going to be a bigger bad in this series. It's been somewhat throughout the MCU. I know in Cloak and Dagger, which I didn't watch, it was like the main enemy, but I'm excited to see more of them personally. I don't know your feelings on it or whether you're even familiar with them, but I think it's a fun new antagonist to have in the MCU verse that we're actually deeply exploring. Okay, here are my favorite scenes. Earth being destroyed and the Avengers tower down, because they honestly had it coming. Did you guys not see how they beat up a man of color? I mentioned seeing him use magic earlier, but honestly, seeing it is just so cool. I like how we have distinct different colors for our magic users, which they also have in the comics. I mean, obviously not everyone gets a distinct look because there's only so many colors, but it would be fun to eventually see Doctor Strange's color and Wanda's color and then Loki's color, all of them working together. And that has happened in the comics before, so don't be like, oh, it's never gonna happen. It can happen, okay? Anything can happen. Screw you. Also, I know everyone's probably making the joke of Owen Wilson going, wow, but if he doesn't say that at least once in the series, I'll probably throw like a moderate hissy fit, but I'll do it by myself, so don't worry, you won't have to listen to me be a little bitch about it. Also, I'm sorry if you're tired of that joke. I'm not tired of it yet. Wow! Owen Wilson is such a goddamn treasure. Destruction of what looks like a moon for reasons I won't share because spoilers are for losers, but I'm a loser, so maybe I'll make a future video. King Loki and his gold armor, oh yeah. Oh, and this isn't really a favorite, but who the fuck is this? It can't be Natasha because it's the wrong hair entirely for the planet it takes place on, so is it female Loki? Enchantress? No, it was a beautiful, beautiful trailer, and I'm way more excited for Loki than I am for the current Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Of course, I'm gonna finish watching it because at this point, if you don't watch an MCU show, you miss out on a ton, and it sucks, so I tip my hat to you. That I never wear. Disney, you kind of screwed us all into watching everything, even if we're not as interested in it, say, as WandaVision or Loki, so rat bastards. Anyways, to end this video, Feige did say we're going to be doing a lot of multiverse shenanigans, and after WandaVision, this should not be shocking to anyone that he was dead fucking serious about it. So anyways, like, subscribe, or don't. I don't blame you. I never subscribe to this channel, nor do I like this bitch's videos.